Let's dive into some major headlines that just dropped this morning. Right now, there's a flood of stories, a lot of speculation, and several key facts surfacing, but I'm going to simplify it all for you. We've got some big updates from the Trump administration, including a phone call between President Trump and China's President Xi Jinping earlier today. And on top of that, a major restaurant chain is shutting down around 30 of its locations. This is significant, not just because of the chain itself, but because it could signal what's coming for other restaurants soon. Stick around because I'll break everything down for you in just a moment. But first, quick favor. If you enjoy these daily updates, take 2 seconds and hit that like button. It helps out a lot, and then now let's get into it. So let's begin with the latest news from the Trump administration. Check this out. Trump just announced a travel ban and new restrictions affecting 19 countries, set to take effect this Monday. Why would the administration take this step now? Let's look at what's happening. According to the statement, the ban takes effect Monday at 12:01 a.m. Not a cushion that may avoid the chaos that unfolded at airports nationwide when a similar measure took effect with virtually no notice in 2017. Trump, who hinted at introducing a new ban when he took office in January, seems to be standing on firmer ground this time, especially since the Supreme Court has previously sided with him. Now some, but not all, of the 12 countries from Trump's first travel ban are included again. The current list includes Afghanistan, Myanmar, Chad, the Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. As for added restrictions, they apply more heavily to countries like Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela. Now, here's something important. In a video posted to social media, Trump linked the new ban to the recent terror attack in Boulder, Colorado. He said it highlights the risk of visitors overstaying their visas. Interestingly, the suspect in that attack is from Egypt, a country that isn't even on the restricted list. But the Department of Homeland Security confirmed he had overstayed his tourist visa. Trump also pointed out that some countries have weak screening and vetting processes, or simply refuse to take back their own citizens. These findings draw heavily from Homeland Security's annual reports on visa overstays, whether tourists, business travelers, or students, especially those who enter by air and sea. Trump emphasized that the U.S. doesn't want people who overstay their welcome. At the same time, the administration is pulling funding from certain universities. As the article explains, many overstays involve tourism, business, or even international students enrolled in U.S. colleges. So rather than cutting off funding across the board, Trump is targeting specific groups, essentially saying, "We're just not going to accept international students from those countries anymore." Makes sense from a policy standpoint, right? That's where things start to get really interesting. The Trump administration is clearly trying to save money, and one way is by pulling funds from select colleges. They've already started doing this at a few institutions, and it looks like this move could expand. At the same time, they're restricting student visas from certain countries. This could hurt the U.S. economy, depending on how many students and travelers are being blocked. So we'll have to wait and see how this all plays out. Now here's another headline that just came out this morning. Trump holds a phone call with President Xi Jinping. So what exactly happened on this call? Let's take a look. According to the Chinese media outlet Xinhua, President Trump initiated a call with Chinese President Xi Jinping. Beijing's Ministry of Foreign Affairs confirmed this in a follow-up statement. The White House hasn't responded to CNBC's request for comment, but interestingly, just the news of this call made the stock market futures climb. Now, do I think this call really changed anything? Probably not. Let's be honest. China doesn't want to play ball with Trump. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Trump may claim that the U.S. and China are close to a deal, but I don't believe we're anywhere near that. So far, the U.S. hasn't secured trade agreements with other major nations, and China, it's massive and powerful. I doubt they'll be the first to sign on to anything with us. It just doesn't add up. So this could mean even more pressure on American businesses. And yes, even more pressure on regular people like you and me. So stay alert. Now this one's really interesting. Hooters has abruptly closed over 30 restaurants, and the company is calling it a difficult decision. According to USA Today, the closures happened across several states just yesterday, June 4th. These were all company-owned stores. Here's why this matters. We've already seen similar closures from other restaurants in specific regions, And it's not just restaurants. Think hotels, franchises. Any company-owned location is at risk. Company-owned locations seem to be the first ones to shut down. And if this trend continues, it could be a sign of what's coming next. There are still a lot of company-owned businesses out there. If they all start closing, we could be looking at hundreds of thousands of job losses. That's a big deal. And what happens when franchise-owned locations start shutting down too? We might just be seeing the beginning. Hooters has been an iconic name for more than 30 years. People know exactly what to expect when they walk in. It's got a strong brand identity. So seeing them downsize like this is definitely a red flag. While the company didn't respond to follow-up questions, they did say they're sticking around, but shifting more towards the franchise model. Right now, there are 305 Hooters restaurants in total. 51 are company-owned, and 154 are run by franchisees. But here's the kicker. The company has been quietly shutting down locations since at least 2024. So what does this mean? Well, if I were a franchise owner, I'd definitely be paying close attention to the direction this company is heading. There's been speculation about Hooters going out of business for a while now. And with added pressure from tariffs and the global market, it's not looking great. So we'll see how this unfolds in the near future. That's what we've got for you today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, consider subscribing so you don't miss the next update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.